Hey YouTube! Welcome to day 6 of Inktober. Today I decided to draw a Sky Witch pinup girl. This was actually my second attempt of the day, and I'm adding the clip I did of the first attempt just to show you guys. Sometimes drawings don't always work out, and I'm not perfect, and I really wasn't happy with the first drawing, so I decided to start over. So today I went to Starbucks just to draw, and I thought I would record there because they have really good lighting compared to all the other coffee shops. At first I was attempting to draw a late summer witch, kind of like a harvest girl, but it was really stiff and her proportions were way off and it didn't really have a lot of movement or attitude. So I stopped and went to go run some errands, and after cleaning up a little and we went to go get some pizza, I started over at like 9 at night, so this is a pretty late video. Alright, so for this drawing I used almost all of the same materials, brushes, ink, and everything, except for my inking pens. Today I decided to use Micron pens and my Copic multi-liner brush pen. I was thinking about just using the Copic brush pen, but I realized that I really don't like the tip of the pen. Copic multi-liners are really awesome because they have a lot of different sizes, the ink is refillable, and they're really good quality. So I thought I'd try out their brush tip version so that I could have another option for a refillable pen that lasts longer. However, their tip is made of felt and it's really small and a little bit too flexible. It's like stiff and flexible at the same time. I don't know, but I've always thought that felt tip brush pens were supposedly easier to use and more for beginners. And I'm really used to using actual brush tip pens like the Pentel Pocket brush pen and the Kuretake brush pens. And now when I go back to a felt tip brush pen, it doesn't feel right to me at all. It feels really weird. So when I was trying to outline with this Copic one, it ended up being too heavy and I couldn't get very thin lines. But yeah, I didn't like it and I immediately switched over to using just Sakura Micron pens. I think I was using a 03 and a 005 for this drawing. I don't usually recommend Sakura Micron pens. I used to use them a lot when I was in high school, and they're really good for beginners. They're very affordable. They're in almost every art store, and they're really easy to use. They have a lot of options, but the ink quality is not very good in my opinion. I always notice that it kind of fades, it turns a different color after a while, and it's not always reliable with working with different mediums, and sometimes it smears with Copics or watercolors or stuff like that, and they're not very reliable. So I actually like using Faber-Castell multi-liners or Copic multi-liners. The ink quality in those is just way better. The tips of the nibs seem to last longer too. I was really happy with how this drawing came out. It took me a while to get the right flow of her hair, and that's really what I'm looking for in all of these witch drawings. I want it to look like she's magical, and kind of like in a Miyazaki film, whenever something magical is happening, they start kind of floating a little bit. So that's how I imagine most witches are all the time. They're just kind of like hovering around. And I've been getting a lot of questions asking for me to do tutorials on how to draw hair, and I'll probably do that after Inktober is over. I can't really do it now, I don't have any time, but it's kind of hard to get used to. You really have to practice at it. I've also been getting a lot of questions about if these drawings are for sale, and not currently, they are not for sale, but like I said in my first Inktober video, I am going to be putting all of them up for sale, originals and prints, at the end of the month. And I'm also going to be putting together a zine with all of the drawings and sketches and photographs and everything like that. So just hold out till the end of the month and I will make some announcements. It'll be really fun. I'm really excited for the end. Hopefully I can keep it up till then. Alright, and here's the finished drawing. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye guys!